Well, it's been a minute.
Absolutely.
Oh, your tag is out. Can I fix it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
On a
sweet.
shirt I've owned for a year. Yeah.
No, we're like a platonic old married couple now.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane. It's like, dude, can I
Yeah.
in that vein, can
Yeah.
I say something
Totally.
to you and to Lucas?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
Lucas Zelnick is doing the podcast
It was
like
on
tomorrow.
He's on it tomorrow. So
Yeah.
the classic switch up.
But you would think that it wouldn't be a classic switch up because you have the person's name in the phone. This is the thing. May I air this laundry?
Yeah.
Kenyon doesn't save people's names in his phone.
Oh, ever?
No, he's looking at his phone like Severance, where it's kind of just mysterious numbers that he has to sort by vibe. This one's scary.
It's like my ex-girlfriend.
We're like,
Numbers
yeah.
make me feel scary.
You could never date multiple people at a time.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that keeps me loyal.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
shout out to, I don't know if we're saying the girl's name.
Yeah, we say sorry.
Shout out Sarah, dude.
Yeah.
You got him figured out. Because now it's a perfect system. You'd be like, who's 24910? You're like, I have no idea either.
That's why I don't save numbers. So if any girl texts me, I'm like, that's spam. Obviously, I don't know who the hell that is.
I didn't pay a toll.
Oh my God, I got that the other day. It was like, you have a North Carolina Easy Pass.
I also got
Copy
that.
and paste this Chinese URL
Right.
into your, and it was like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot we had a cat for
That's
a
the
second.
cat just begging to be part of. Yeah, we're getting evicted live on the pod.
Yeah. So persistent.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the podcast, and welcome Jourdain Fisher.
What's up?
Well, we had a soundboard. and you
Hey,
did that.
Jordan.
Thank you for being on.
Of course.
North Carolina OG, man.
Yeah, made it out. You know, this is like, y'all are like the last of the people to leave North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I just went back there. I don't know anybody.
No, literally.
It is weird when you go, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I know like Mello and like
Yeah.
Mark Brady.
Yeah, other than them, like, other than the people that, like, have families that are never going to leave, like, any, like, younger crop of comics, I have no clue who they are.
Yeah.
And, like, y'all were the last ones to be like, okay, I'm going to actually do something with this. You know?
Dude, what happened to Caroline Smith? Does she still do
I
stand
think
up?
she quit.
Damn,
But
she was
yeah.
really funny.
No, I think it's like you either have a family or you called it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to let the cat in?
I mean, I don't mind the cat.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
can
don't
let the
mind
cat in. Just stop.
Yeah.
Good surprise guest Mozzie
Like,
on the pod. Very
Hey,
desperate.
Mozzie.
It's literally
Really hot takes.
knocking like a landlord.
No, that Mozzie regularly scares me because it's a very hard strength that she knocks on the door.
I would say
Yeah.
she's the closest thing we have to like an attendant super.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I noticed an issue. You're lonely. And I have to come in. I gotta fix that real
Yeah,
quick.
could you fix me?
Yeah. And she comes in.
I can't
Yeah.
feel the void inside you.
Really, you don't have like caulk or anything? That actually also gets filled with caulk. So actually, that kind of
All cock.
yeah.
Filling the void in your heart with cock.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're an allergic, are you?
No,
Oh,
I'm
cool.
fine. I used to have a cat. I had two cats, but I never like by myself. It was always family cats. You know?
Yeah, she's not ours. She's our roommate Tyler's.
Yeah.
She's just around.
Just somebody else's burden on you.
It's just an apartment. It's like a bodega cat, but it's an apartment.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you live, you know, with the whole multiple people thing. It's like every other person's responsibility becomes yours.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I've had my own fucking life.
Yeah, you're like, never mind. I gotta water your plants.
Yeah.
all this shit.
I mean, my fucking rabbits are in Kenyon's room. Yeah, it's
but all good. But that's just almost like good vibes.
yeah.
It's like bringing a good luck charm in here.
I mean, there's it's a spectrum of like plant to cat, and rabbit is right in the middle.
Yeah,
No, they're great little guys.
100%.
Your rabbits are nice.
Yeah, they actually have they're pretty dog-like. They'll like run up to you
Yeah.
and say hi, but they just got back from the vet, and so they're a little like shaken up.
Okay.
And so I leave them in there for a little while, let them be cozy, and then they
Yeah.
run around. But yeah, they don't bite or anything. They're sweetie pies.
I used to have my roommate used to have a rabbit. It was kind of an asshole.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it would just chew up everything.
They do. I did have to rabbit-proof my
he
whole
didn't
room.
like to be held or anything. He would kind of gnaw at you. It's like, you're a fucking rabbit, dude. I will put you in a pot.
It's like too much confidence. Like
Yeah.
a Bushwick rabbit.
Yeah.
Is a Bushwick rabbit's like, I'm basically a Rottweiler. The way people treat, like, I could fuck up half the population of this town.
There was an old guy who used to live in this building. He moved, I think, but he would every time I brought the rabbits down, he'd be like, "I'm gonna eat them, just so you know."
That is a Jamaican man, and he means it.
Yeah. Ready to go. They absolutely can't get out. It would be over.
Like, why? And I would eat a rabbit.
And I feel so bad for moving here without doing research. I was like, "For sure, yeah, that seems fair."
It's like an anti-gentrification offering.
Yeah. That's like taxes, basically. Yeah.
We have to give away a rabbit, your firstborn rabbit newborn to the neighborhood.
Sorry, I brought in the legal dispensary.
Oh my! Whenever you see those signs, it's like illegal cannabis was just seized from this business.
Yeah.
But they're allowed to remain open. So it's basically just a sign that's like, hey, you can buy weed here.
Right, yeah.
Like you
Legit.
just advertise
Hey,
that.
just so you know, you could. Yeah.
Yeah. They shut down a lot of them, though, around
Did
here.
they really?
Yeah.
They have a lot of legal ones popping up.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like now they're like the legal ones are cut. Like, dude, the side of my neighborhood that I'm on, we got the Starbucks, and I was like, okay. And then there was the legal dispensary and a Wonder. You know what the Wonders are?
What's a Wonder?
A Wonder is basically like, it's like a food court that's all behind a wall. You know, like you can't
I've
roam
seen those
around
in
the
the
food court.
airport.
Yeah, like you just
Yeah.
go up and you're like on a fucking iPad. You're like, oh, I want pizza and a cheesesteak and a smoothie.
It's so crazy because that's
Yeah.
like the saddest thing I've ever heard, and they called it like Wonder.
Yeah. But
That's the Rainbow Cafe.
Right.
It's where
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
spits in your mouth and cries.
But
it's like-
I want a cheeseburger but no human interaction. Just
legit,
shove it right in my
dude,
mouth.
The fact that it's like you're not interacting with humans is a problem for me.
I actually
You're like,
do
why can't I
like
see what they're doing?
Yeah.
Totally.
For their sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing to them that I can't see them?
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, it's cool that it's like, all right, you got Marcus Samuelson's restaurant in here, and then Bobby Flay's. All that is like right shoved into an iPad. But also, like, fucking, can we stop with the automated shit? Like,
Totally.
I want some human interaction. I don't want, like, when I call something and something's fucked, I want to talk to a human that knows why it's fucked.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I like
know?
leveling with people, too.
Yeah.
Because you can't really do that with the Verizon. I can't go, listen, I just don't have it.
Yeah.
Like an automated voice is
Yeah.
not like click 3 for I'm fucked.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
I'm just like, but I could talk to like whoever and they're like, I get you. And we could work. They feel the sadness on
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
And they'll do the promise to pay. But like the automated
Yeah.
voice just can't comprehend that I don't have like
Right.
$170 right now.
I cannot hear human emotions.
Yeah. Click 3 to be euthanized. That's gonna
Yeah.
be part of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like pay the bill, or we're gonna send a drone to your house to kill you.
But the thing is, now when you go to the store, like I had my modem was dead.
Yeah.
Like the other week, and I walked over to the Verizon store in the neighborhood and went in there and I was like, hey, this modem's dead. Can I get a new one? And they're like, so you want a new? I was like, yeah, I want a new one. They're like, we can't even do that. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you're gonna have to call customer service. I said, you are customer service.
we're here.
This is why I'm here.
We're in the
to talk
thing.
to you.
Oh God.
I was like, you see
It's
that?
like been
I
so
was-
long they
dude,
forgot that
I
they
was
can even do that.
Literally, I was like, you see the one you have on display that looks exactly like the one I brought in? Go back there and get me that so I
Like,
can
but
leave.
there's not a button I
Yeah,
can
and
click.
they're just like, we can't because it has to be, you have to terminate your modem through the thing. And they give me a number to call in the store.
That's
Brutal.
insane.
Yeah, where I'm like, yo, like, why the fuck am I here then? What is your purpose? Like now I feel like Elon Musk, where I'm like, you gotta
doge.
You gotta
this.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Write down 5 things that you did today that didn't include pissing me the fuck off, and prove why you should have this job.
But it's like they've lost their purpose. It's been so long they like forgot how to talk
Yeah.
to you. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit.
Well, and sometimes you really are fucked. Like sometimes they really are like, oh, it literally won't let me do this. It makes you go up through corporate and then
Yeah.
back down. And it's like I work for like Home Depot, and like when you're in like a huge company like that, it's like they have all this shit that it's like if you have anything that's like not like a totally cookie cutter scenario, you're just like fucked.
Dude, it's so annoying because they're telling me to call a number. I'm like, you work here, so you should have a direct line.
You should be able to.
Like,
Yeah,
you
wait, why
should
wouldn't
be
they
able
just
to
call it
talk
in
to
the
somebody
store?
and
They're like,
help
you're
me
gonna
right
actually
now.
have to pick up a uniform. or
Yeah,
something. It's
legit.
like after you do the HR onboarding, you're gonna be able to figure
Yeah.
out this real quick.
He tried selling me a totally different modem and like a service where I'm like, I'm already with you. You don't have to get me to sign up
I
for your
know.
product.
It's gotten so bad that now they
Yeah.
talk like the automated
Yeah.
thing. They're like,
I'm like-
would you like to buy a new modem? No. Would you like to be redirected? No, I want to talk to you.
Yeah. It was
I can't do
very
that.
inferior. I ended up going to like 3 different fucking Verizons.
Oh my
Verizon,
God.
I
Yeah,
know.
because they were just sending me around. They were like, "Oh, you need to go to this store over on Atlantic," and I was like, "Okay." They were like, "That's the main one." And I walked in and I was like, "Hey, I need a modem." They're like, "We don't do that here. We're just phones. You got to walk over here to the other store." And then literally, the whole problem just happened to be the power cord was fucked.
That's so funny.
That's it. They were.
It would have
They
taken
didn't
4
even need to give you
seconds
a new
for a
one?
person.
Yeah,
to,
they plugged it into the fucking table, and mine wasn't working, and they were like, I was like, go back there and get another power cord and see if that works. And they came.
You
back,
had to
boom,
suggest it too?
And we plugged it in, and I was like, there we go. Look at that.
Good Lord.
Goodbye.
God,
Is there anything else
Willy
we-
Wonka, good taste.
Good
sir.
day, sir. You get nothing. Ugh.
Dude, that happened to me with you ever go in that little trifecta of hell of the downtown Brooklyn Apple store and then the AT&T store, and like I had a thing where I had to get my SIM card changed, and they're
Yeah.
like, so you're just gonna walk up and like, you know, and that whole Alamo Draft House, it's like weird fucking angles, and like you really need Apple Maps to do it. They're like, you're gonna go to the AT&T store and then come back here, and then you might have to go back there one more time. And I was like, well, I don't have a phone right now,
Yeah.
so I can't walk. So I'm like trying to memorize directions. I was like, I feel like a fucking pioneer
Yeah.
of like trying to like.
I feel
Yeah.
like that should happen to us like once or twice a month, though.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
We
to
need
get
to
you-
like not have GPS for like a week just to
Yeah.
remember how to be a person.
Yeah.
It's legitimately scary to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure out how to get around. Look at the street signs.
I don't wanna.
You know?
I
wanna-
never learned street names for neighbor. I'm like, it's close to the thing we do.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like, it's close to the stop or it's close to that place. Like I just know
Yeah.
landmarks.
I don't know many street names either, honestly. Text this guy on my phone with no number, and he'll tell you the street that I don't.
yeah.
No, but I do the same thing where it's like I couldn't give someone direction. Whenever someone's asked for directions, I'm like, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a left on the table, and you're gonna find your phone, and you're gonna use that to open Apple Maps and
Totally.
use that.
Yeah, I have no concept of anything. I'm just like, you just go over there. It's near
Yeah.
that really good Caribbean place. You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, are you at Apple Maps or Google Maps?
I'm Apple Maps,
I'm Google.
which I get a lot of shit for Apple
Yeah,
Maps.
is
It's a
sketch.
nice UI. It's fast, and then I use City Mapper
Wow,
for the
trying to
city.
Get sophisticated
Really?
too. Dropping the UI.
Damn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a
No, I'm Google Maps all the way. Apple Maps always makes me feel so stupid. Like I'll get lost somehow, even though a satellite's helping me. It's like pointing like I'm a little dot. We have like all the technology in the world being like, it's across the street. I'm like, where is it? And I just don't like being.
We launched something into space to show you what's right the fuck in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm straight Goog, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't use any maps?
No, I do. I'm Google. I'm your team.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'm
You're
all-
straight Goog is what you
Goog.
say. Yeah.
I'm Googing it all
But-
day.
My thing with Google Maps is like
It's
it's
accurate.
so busy though. It's like
no,
visually
it's
busy.
incredibly accurate. Everything. It's like the trains and everything. It's got the Gulf of America, so it's right.
There was one I was like watching that update in real time. Like
Mm-hmm.
people were like, "Oh my god, it's changing!" And I guess it was like refreshing. And there was a moment where it said Gulf of America, but then if you zoomed in, it still said Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Like when it rescales and you can
Right.
zoom in and out. And I was like, "Whoa, right on the cusp!" And now I think it's just.
yeah.
And isn't it like different countries? Like some countries have that, and some countries don't. Like depending on what
Yeah.
country you're looking at a map in.
Yeah. I don't.
It's also the whole continent is America. I think people in the U.S. really forget that they're like, now we're gonna call it America. I'm like, yeah, it's South America, Central America. Like it is all America.
Yeah, you're like
You're
it's
not. They're like, we fucking owned you by calling it America. It's like they also call themselves America.
still brown, bitch. Fuck off.
Like, it doesn't change
That's
anything.
like insane.
Yeah, they're like. People in Uruguay live in America, you moron. Like you just they can't.
But the
like
peop-
Trump's gonna look at
But
a
the
map.
people that want it to be Gulf of America aren't using that type of logic.
No, they're
just
too
like,
stupid to understand
"Hey."
that they walked.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not the own that you think it. Like if it was like Gulf of like Idaho or something, it'd be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is white and stupid
Yeah,
now.
you actually made it more inclusive.
Yeah.
It was just the Gulf of Mexico. Now you've included everyone in America and all of South America.
Yeah, it's all in there.
Kind of like the ultimate DEI initiative.
Yeah, it's really what it is.
Yeah.
That's
that-
funny.
It's not that like a lot of people in other countries, people from Brazil are in America. Okay,
Oh, now
now she
you
wants
won
to
out,
leave.
huh?
Oh, okay,
Wow, she's
princess.
bored.
She's like, I can't take this DEI
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He's these libtards.
Used to be just me in here. Now we have to have fucking rabbits too.
They're coming in, taking my spot. Hard-working cats can't even get shit. They're breeding in record numbers.
We're calling this the bed of cat. Breeding. Yeah, that shit is in fucking sane, dude.
Every day it's like a new mixture of terrifying / the dumbest thing you've ever heard.
That's the thing is, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
awful, but it's also like it's like awful on accident. Like it's like when people would like, you know, in cartoons when people would like, you know, slip and fall on a banana peel and they just miss a piano or an anvil. It's like the opposite of that, where like instead of your clumsiness just barely working out, your clumsiness is like just barely pushing us into fascism by some like stumbling of like.
It's very much we're living in Real Housewives. Like it's very bad.
That's how they should do press conferences. Is a cutaway confessional.
Yeah, confessional.
I didn't come here to make friends.
I just think that maybe we need to get rid of everybody.
Vote them all off the island.
I think immigrants are bad for this country, except for me, even though I am one.
Yeah.
They really need to like fly in whoever like rejected him in high school. It's like Maury. It's like, and now we have the girl that like mocked him in front of it, and he just implodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
I don't get like, I mean, it's a fucking disease, like being a billionaire. It's like
it really
is.
It's
like I'm not even gonna say earned, but it's like a gained disease, dude. If I had $10 million, I'm not doing shit.
You would never hear from me.
You know who had a? Because fucking Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all these pieces of shit, Jeff Bezos and everything, they're just trying to get higher and higher, and then they insert themselves into politics. The person that had it right was fucking Tom from MySpace. He made MySpace dope. Mark Zuckerberg came in and said, I'm going to take that idea and make it exclusively for college kids and then make it popular and better. And MySpace dude was like, oh, you want to buy my company for $500 million? Cool. You'll never hear from me again. I'm not even going to change. I'm not even going to change my fucking profile photo.
Yeah.
Is this the whole time?
That's great.
It's
I'm
never
going to
changed
launch
from
Dane Cook's career and I'm going to fuck off.
You've never seen another photo of me.
That's so true.
Wow.
I've never seen him on a beach. I've never seen him training for UFC. I don't know shit about this man since his top 8, ruined our fucking society like in high school. It only stayed in high school. That was it. That now all the other social media has ruined the world. But the top 8 shit strictly stayed within your school. And you'd see like your friend change you from first to second. You go, what's going on there? Why is that?
That's so brutal.
What's happening?
That's true.
What happened?
Social media used to be really people that you knew in your life, and now it's much more of a public-facing thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that, like you're like in middle school and you're like, yeah, my video got 40 million views on TikTok.
That would break
you're like
my brain.
famous. You're not popular. You're famous.
Because I just used to make dumb Facebook statuses like "school sucks" and like your 8 friends would like them.
Think about how popular you were. Like the popular person in school was if they like won a fight or something. Like you're the talk of the school for the week. Like, oh, that motherfucker beat his ass. If you have a video go viral and it's funny, and then like you look and it's like, oh, The Rock liked my video. You're not gonna
you're a small god.
They're like, you need to get your essay in, or else you're gonna fail. And you're like, suck my dick. Like The Rock liked my video of me lighting my pants on fire. Like, what are you talking about?
That's true. When teachers they're always on their phones, like they're trying to they're launching their career right now.
Yeah,
they don't need you at all.
Like,
They've just jumped over every single thing.
You're a teacher.
Yeah.
You make $40,000. I'm going to make that on YouTube in a week by unboxing toys. Like, why would I listen to you? And like, we all see that this is fucked. Like, I'm going to work hard and get a degree and owe these people money. And then they're going to say, fuck it and cut education anyway. Yeah. Like, why am I going to work hard? And then, now I have to have this hustle culture. I have to grind. I have to have 6 fucking jobs. And like, manipulate people into thinking that that's a successful life.
Totally.
You shouldn't have 6 jobs.
Yeah, that's the biggest L.
That's the
I thought
biggest
we were working, but not even having one job.
We're poor. Think medieval peasants did that? They're like hustle culture,
dude,
working 14 hours a day and eating gruel.
Imagine if your white blood cells could talk and they were like, I'm working real hard. It's like, no, nigga, your body has AIDS. Like, it's like you're dying.
No, it's good because it pushes me. It's called pushing yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate it here. This is so dumb. All this shit is stupid, bro. It's all fucked. I don't know what they're expecting us to do, really. I don't know what they're expecting the end game is.
Yeah,
You
because I'm
know?
like, if you crash the economy, it's fucking over.
Yeah.
Because of all the white people that voted for you just because they were like, well, I'm poor, so that'll be the thing. It's like, well, then now, if you're not even gonna give them that, they're gonna hate you too. Like, eventually, they're gonna turn on him too.
Yeah.
Right?
We need poor candidates.
Yeah.
Yes.
It needs to be just like regular ass people running for office. It needs to be like you make maybe at most like $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
like
And you can run
within
for
the realm.
president.
Like I actually interact with normal human beings.
Yeah.
Not just like fellow lizards, and they're like, "That's actually a great idea to
Right.
bring back like private, like the fact
Yeah.
that there's a private prison stock that has been skyrocketing is insane."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, the slave stock.
it's
literally the
That's literally
slave
what
stock.
it is. Like someone
And
is
Nancy
in a Zoom
Pelosi
meeting.
gets bigger fake tits every time it goes
Yeah.
up. Like, that's like how you can like count like a tree's age by its rings. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can tell how much they're secretly
Yeah.
investing.
Her fucking calcium cannons getting inflated every week.
Dude,
Let's see him one time. Come on, Nancy.
Pelosi's tits.
Pull him out one time.
Yeah, for America.
Like for America, wouldn't that
Yeah.
be great?
if you're gonna fuck me, who fucks with their shirt on? You know?
Like, has there ever been like a politician like a nude leak for
That's a
politicians?
great
Are there
question.
I mean, but I feel like it's always like they send a dick pic or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
but-
it's usually the
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You start an
yeah.
OnlyFans for universal health care.
no, that's true. Like a what's his name, Wiener and all that kind
Wiener,
of stuff.
for sure,
But like,
yeah.
what did he do?
You like sent a dick pic.
No,
to
but what did he do? What was his job?
I don't know. yeah.
He was
He was the dick guy.
was he a governor?
No, I think he was like a senator. I don't know.
Yeah, because I need like a fucking White House official.
Well,
I don't
Grimes threatened to post a video of her pegging Elon Musk.
Oh, that's great. That's hilarious.
She like very much hinted that it exists on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Well, if for
Oh. I feel like he can't even come good.
no, it's not good. Cum.
I feel like he's a quiet come. Like he mows
Like,
up until
yeah,
he comes.
like he thinks like if you make noise, it's gay.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just one single tear rolls down his eye, like that Native American in that trash commercial.
Can you imagine if you got like the wrong package and it was Elon Musk's cum? Because he mails people his cum. That's how he gets all these kids. He's not even. You're like, what's this Amazon package? You're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, the fact that
You
he
could
has,
tell
like
it's, like,
14
green.
kids.
Crazy, and they're all male.
Yeah,
He like chose it so they're all male, right?
I don't know.
Isn't
except
a
for that
thing?
one, right?
The transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Did they go male to female or
Male to
female
female,
male?
yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if they were female and they were like, I got to get on the team.
So toxic the family.
Yeah,
Even the
like-
trans person's
yeah.
a little sexist. She's like, well, I gotta be a man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking do this. I feel like a man. I'm a winner.
Yeah. No, he is. Wasn't Trump getting like mad at him for a while too? Like there was all this stuff where he was like, Elon's being like a little clingy, and it was
Well,
like,
he's
ooh,
gotta
maybe
be.
it really is Real
'Cause, like,
Housewives.
the bully in him, because he's such a dumb bully. On some level, he's got to be like nerd.
It's
he's
kind
gotta
of,
be
you
like-
know what it's kind of giving?
Yeah.
It's kind of giving Shane Gillis, Tony Hinchcliffe.
But also, it's like, what are you doing here? You don't work here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not an elected official.
And you can't say like he's like the official or the leader or whatever, because like they're gonna hold that against them in court when all this shit goes to shit. But like, why are you here? Like you're not nobody voted you in. Imagine if LeBron James was just next to Obama.
like people would literally their
all
heads
the
would-
fucking
LeBron
time.
James cut social
Yeah,
security.
and LeBron James
LeBron
is like,
James is like, we need
we
to
don't-
really get rid of.
We don't need schools.
Yeah, yeah. People would literally
Yeah.
burn stuff in the
Yeah.
streets if.
Like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, you can't just have like a posse. Like you can't just like roll into the White House like with a crew.
It's so funny.
Little Wayne
that-
has cut
it's so
USA
funny,
to all
like-
countries. Like they would be like, "What the hell's happening?"
Like Trump got elected out of a backlash of Obama being elected. You know, it was just white people being like, "Holy shit, we had a black person in office. We spent 8 years, like, you know, oh, not us."
Yeah.
You know, And then, so Trump gets elected, and out of fear of what a black leader would do to this country or what it would look like. And then Trump is doing all the shit that they think a black person would do to this country. Where it's like, oh yeah, I got a posse. I'm selling cars on the White House lawn. Like, he's got cars on the White House lawn, dude.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. No, Trump is for sure
so
like
funny.
the most.
Insane.
Like he is again. I think that's why rich people hate him because he's a really rich dude
Yeah.
who is just very trashy.
That's what I don't get. Every
Yeah.
time someone's like, he's a billionaire, but also he's broke. I'm like, so he has like $1 billion and like a negative $1 billion.
Well, 'cause
I don't
he's
understand
stupid.
what his
It's
finances
like
are.
if
You know what I mean?
it's like if your worst friend inherited $400 million.
Yeah.
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 Dude, and then when he had the car on the lawn and he was like, fucking Clipper, he's like, it's all computer.
Yeah. Dude.
It's all computer.
He can't explain shit.
He has no idea what's ever going on.
I mean,
It's
it is all
amazing.
computer.
Yeah.
But
That
he
is
just
like the lizard thought in your brain when you see a Tesla. You're like, it's all computer.
Well, but the thing is, the people that voted for him or that like him, Trump is speaking exactly how pretty much anybody would speak, talking about a Tesla. Even us as
I'd be
intelligent
like, yeah,
people,
it's all computer.
I'd be like, yeah, it's fucking amazing. This is amazing. But he just has that voice, and he's dumb. He's like, it's computers, and it just goes. It's fast.
Computers and
That'd be me in a Tesla. Like, I don't know. It's fast. It's cool. It's got a big screen. I sat in the car and said, wow, that's a big screen.
I just don't get how
The
they
fact
don't
that
think
he
it's
just
gay.
Only has like a 50-word vocab too. He's like
Yeah.
for sure a guy who spent some time on Duolingo, and it's like it's big. Wow, for sure it's big, huge, big and huge. Like there's not you can tell it's like the limit.
Biblioteca. But I don't get how they don't think it's gay. Like they drive like tractors and shit. I mean,
But they don't. That's the thing. With Elon trying to sell these cars because his stock
He's
is
really
plummeting.
plummeting.
well, it's because the people that buy it are like
The people
rich
that-
liberal people on the coast.
The people that buy it now don't want to support him.
Mm.
So you alienated that customer base. The people that like you don't give a fuck about electric cars. And
Yeah,
then
they think that's gay and
Yeah.
part of the hoax.
And then the people that could afford them, you fired them.
yeah, they're
So
done. Yeah.
what do you do? Now you're just left alone on your shitty little island with your cars. And what are you going to do?
Like,
And
Mr. President,
your
can you sell
rockets are
them?
blowing up. Your
And they're like,
rockets are
they're
blowing
gonna run
up.
America like a business. It's
Yeah.
like they're bad at business.
They're bad at
they've-
business.
He's failed at everything he's ever done.
His-
Which is why I think a lot of people relate to him.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
It's
my
like
dad
when you
hated
date
me.
a loser because it would make you feel bad about yourself to date someone that you actually like loved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like America dating him.
100%.
Is like, well, I feel pretty good about myself. I mean,
Like,
we're both
I
kind of busy with
deserve
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I read his Wikipedia page. I got like halfway through it. Trump's fully birth to death or birth to now L's.
No, speak it into existence.
Exclusively L's.
Yeah.
Bankrupted
Like
a
literally, it's like
casino.
it's
His big
insane.
business practice is just not paying people.
Yeah.
That's like his base, super smart art of the deal. It's like, you ever thought of just not paying people?
He's
Yeah.
a college kid with a credit card, the first credit card, where you're just like, he's like, this is just free money. Like there's like a $50,000 limit on it, and then once you max that out, you just go get another one, and you don't pay it. And you have clothes from Express. It's like, no,
Clothes
dude,
from Express
you
from
have to
everyone,
pay
absolutely.
for that. And you're like, what do you mean? It's credit. It's there. And it's like, no, dude, that's how he got successful. And then people are like, you owe us all this money. He's like, oh, what am I gonna do?
I'm the president. How
Yeah.
could I?
How could I? What you?
He kind of, that is the end version of that goal of like, if you're like, I'm going to get a credit card, I'm not going to pay it. I'm going to get another credit card, just not pay it. If you keep going long enough, you do have to become the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Like
to
he might be the
support
first person to actually ride that scam all the way to like, they're never going to get you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I own the whole thing.
You're going to become the president and then go to Mars.
yeah, he just
Like that is like,
he just abolishes Capital One. He's
Yeah.
that's what Doge.
Like if they came back for the money. It's
yeah,
like,
he's like, nope, they're all
that's a
jailed.
terrorist attack.
Yeah.
Trying to steal money from the
Guantanamo
president.
Bay, it's all
Just cut
Capital
it
One
down.
employees being put in. Yeah, for sure.
Like everything's a fucking terrorist attack now.
yeah,
Yeah, if you have ever cared about somebody else, you're a terrorist in America,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, it's Dude, that's so scary that they can just call it that.
Yeah, but these guys they're pussies. That's what it is. It's like you get pissed at like liberals for having empathy and everything, and be like, hey, you shouldn't do this to people, you shouldn't do that to people, and the people are like, what the fuck are you doing? You're like, hey, that's mean. Why would you do that to me? That you're evil. That's what it is, really. You're being evil to me, and you're a terrorist. So they're doing the same shit that they use this whole, the woke argument, which is fucking annoying.
Yeah, did the woke mob ever send someone to a detention center?
Right, yeah.
I don't think the woke mob ever took canceled someone's green card. And
Right.
Yeah, we didn't call it woke because we were keeping someone awake for 48 hours. That's not.
Yeah, but you're totally right. They are I had this where I had this Uber driver that was like listening to Joe Rogan. And,
oh God!
And he was just like, I was like, oh, do you like comedy? Just making a conversation. He's like, no, I don't like the comedy. I just like what he has to say.
Yikes!
Horrible. And then he starts asking me where I live. I said New York. He's like, how's the crime over there? And I'm like, again, like you're supposed to be like the tough, like what the fuck, you guys? You
Where was
this?
this?
Everything, Minneapolis.
But also, he's listening to Joe Rogan. One, this dude that's driving your car, I'm sure, hasn't been in New York in years.
Probably never. He was also extremely down bad.
Yeah.
He had he's like, did you read my bio? I was like, no, I never read the Lyft bio.
But also,
I was like, what are you, an IMDb credit? No, I didn't read your bio.
But also, Joe Rogan doesn't come to fucking New York.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sure he's hearing
He's
on Joe
getting all
Rogan
that
that
from,
the
like,
crime is so bad.
Yeah.
And he's
I'm
getting
here
that from
every day.
videos on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, but it does, I will say it does fuck with your head a little bit today. I was on the subway and I was like closing my eyes for a second and I have my purse like here and this guy who was having a tough go of it came up and he was like, hey, and I was like, what? And he's like, don't sleep. Someone will steal your purse. And I was like, oh, gotcha. That would be bad if somebody did that.
Yeah.
And he was like, somebody's going to steal it. Someone's going to take that and then he reached into his like sweatpants all the way down to his boot. And I saw him fiddle with something. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like I thought he was going for like it really looked like he was going for like a knife or a gun.
Yeah.
And then he just pulled all the way from like inside his boot. I don't even know how that's possible. Pulled out a soda can and was like, really, don't fall asleep. Someone will take that. And then left. And I was fully like, I thought I was like about to die.
What a great commercial for Coke.
Yeah. Bringing people together.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to watch out for one another?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm about to get shot in the face. He's like, no, it's just my soda boot.
What
the hell are you talking about?
Soda boot.
Yeah. What the fuck are you saying right now? Yeah, someone will steal that. Anyway, look alert. He's like a guardian angel.
Wow.
He disappears when you don't need him.
People talk about crime in New York. It's like, it's mostly just that. You think you're going to die, and then it was totally fine.
It's the main crime that you see in New York is just the failure of the system to take care of mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Because it's
Truly.
just like you
really
just
is-
see crazy people.
The way that people look at someone who's having like an insane mental health crisis, it's literally obviously gone on for like years, and they'll be like, this is really fucking up my day. You're like, that's a guy having a day.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't think he's having like a great day.
That's really fucking up his life.
Yeah, this is ruining my commute where we were talking about the new mimosas at our favorite restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say, men and women live in two totally different New Yorks.
That's very true.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, because the amount of stories I hear from women, I'm like, wow, I'd never have that happen to me.
You're like, that's
It's
tough.
like I almost know what it's like to feel like a white person. Like in America, when I listen to women in New York,
You're
I'm just like,
whoa, yeah, that's a
I'm
whole.
just like,
Oh, that's
wow.
tough.
They were really bad out there. You guys go through that? They don't go through that,
Well, that was a long time
Someone should
ago.
do something about that.
yeah.
Not me,
Somebody
but
slap their dick on your forehead? That doesn't happen. Nobody's ever slapped their dick on my forehead. But it still happens.
that can't be true. That's illegal. so.
Yeah.
That is true. Like my worst case scenario is like, oh, what if someone beats me up?
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, no,
that
even
bad.
a robbery, you're like, what if someone rapes me and they steal my wallet? You know what I mean? It's
part of
always
it.
kind of a BOGO deal.
Yeah.
It's never even crossed my mind. I'm not
Right,
like
yeah.
they're trying to get on this sweet ass.
Yeah.
If somebody just stole my wallet, I'd be like, whew, thank you so much.
Sweet, yeah.
That
you
guy was
need
really
to-
nice.
Yeah.
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 He only needed $25.
I would have paid you $25 to not fuck me in the
Yeah,
ass. So
right,
that's
yeah.
actually perfect.
Well, New York's so expensive. If I got raped, one of my first thoughts, like, I knew that $80 haircut was worth it. I knew I was looking good out there. Absolutely.
There's a fishbowl of condoms in my barbers like in my barbershop. Like they have
That
like
is such a
they're
flex.
like, you're gonna look
Like,
so good after this.
such
Take the whole
confidence.
bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
such
they're like, buddy,
confidence.
they're gonna be absolutely.
Dude.
You're gonna be drowning in it. It's
That's
Such
so
confidence.
funny.
Oh, you gonna need this, bruh.
That's
I've
awesome.
never seen somebody get up from the chair and go to the bowl.
It'd be a bold move.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. Damn, that was good.
Make
a
a show
bowl.
out of it. Be like,
Yeah, I got it.
this
buddy.
right here, boys. Going down tonight.
That's so funny. But imagine pulling out a condom and it has like your barber's name on it.
Yeah, it rolls out his phone number and it's like my condom has a fade.
It comes with a little like
Yeah.
the forward
Yeah.
cape thing.
Yeah. It's got like a Louis Vuitton print on it.
You
just
said
gonna
the
have
condom
three-
has a fade.
Yeah.
You're like, it's really thin at the end. This doesn't work.
Yeah. I always
Just
rip.
gonna have to put this condom on 3 people real quick.
Yeah.
It's my turn. So.
Yeah.
Well, here's something.
Yeah.
I'm going blonde on Thursday.
What? Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna try it
Yeah,
out.
you're scared? You're scared about the way America's going? Trying to join the winning team? Huh?
Smooth move,
Yeah,
Matty
smooth.
Wiener.
Wow, going blonde and suddenly being really into the Lord.
Right.
I'm going Christian.
It's
Yeah,
pronounced whiner, and I'm blonde, and I have no idea what anyone's
Yeah.
talking about.
Selling Mary Kay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I have a what's it called? The Stanleys.
Yeah.
Stanley
Oh
Cup,
God.
Absolutely. Getting real mean.
Oh man. This
I
is
don't-
about to be something.
Reported from this apartment. I have no idea what's going
Gonna be looking out a lot of windows, minding other people's business real soon.
Oh yeah, maybe I don't.
It's funny 'cause you went pink before, like I'm going full weird, and then blonde is more like normal. You're going max normal.
I don't know.
Quote,
I just
unquote.
it feels like a fun summer
Okay.
thing.
Let me ask, what, and I'm not against this. I'm not against this move. What sparked it?
What sparked it was
Because usually, with women, there's something. It's like something broke. There was a final straw where you're
that's
like,
kinda
you know
true.
what?
That's kind of true for men too, though. When you see someone actively start wearing,
I was gonna
like,
say we
someone
go to
broke
the
you.
gym. We go to the gym.
Like when
Yeah.
going right into the workouts, like someone broke you.
Yeah,
Someone
we-
said something real.
Yeah,
mean.
we go to the gym.
Someone grabbed my stomach
Yeah.
at a show I recently did, and I'm like, I'm doing a whole.
Yeah.
grabbed your
fuck.
stomach.
Yeah.
Well, like after the show, like it was someone's birthday and they had a cake and they offered me a cake. I said I'm good on the cake, and this frat boy grabbed my stomach and was like, "You like cake?" And I was like, and,
Fuck
oh,
off.
and it was really it was like a heckler who I shut down. So I feel like he was like a little hurt. So he's like, "I'm gonna call you fat." But
my
ever
God.
since then, I'm like, I'm running every fucking day. I'm just like she's sugar. I'm spitting it out. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
I'm like,
horrible,
get that
dude.
away from me. Yeah. So yeah, they'll fucking see.
But,
Fuck.
but
I'm
look,
coming back-
look how motivated you
Yeah,
are right
absolutely.
now.
I'm coming back with an 8-pack. I'm
It sucks
performing
that it
circus
works.
That's
and
with
punching
men.
someone in
I
the
know.
face.
Yeah.
Guy, people are like, don't change for a guy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's the only way I've ever gotten in shape.
Right, yeah.
Like, that literally will lower your cholesterol.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, if I was never judged, I'd never be here.
That's right.
Planet Fitness. I don't need you to love me. All right.
We're in a career of judgment. Like
Literally.
we all started this because we felt judged in some way.
Totally.
Yeah.
And now I just like judging other people
Yes.
all the time.
Exactly.
But yeah, who broke you? Why you want to be blonde? now? Well, who made you sad enough to
Who
change
didn't answer
you
that
are?
text?
Yeah.
No, I where it used to be like red and pink,
Yeah.
it faded and it looked a little blonder, and I was like, ooh, I actually kind of like that. And then I was like, maybe we just go the whole. You know what did actually partially do it?
Yeah.
This made me insecure. Not
Sure.
insecure, but I was like getting my hair done one time, and they were like, "Do you bleach your eyebrows?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, your eyebrows are like really light." And I was like, "My eyebrows are like lighter than my hair." And I was like, "Maybe we go hair
they?
lighter
I
to
don't know.
go."
I think they
I
look
feel like
about
they
the same
exactly
color.
the same. I
Being
think
a
they're just
woman
I
fucking
might-
think they're
with you.
fucking with you. I think
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I think we need to go dye your hair too
Yeah.
and get another $150.
No,
Yeah.
I'm dyeing my hair blonde because they told me I had an easy pass I needed to pay in North Carolina, and they said if I did this and I could give them the gift card, that would
yeah.
work.
Right. Yeah, the long con. All right, I'm here for it. How blonde are we going?
I think you're gonna look kind of Dutch.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like you have wooden clogs. And
Yeah.
You're back to the yellow brick
Yeah,
road.
it's not gonna be like lacrosse player blonde. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like Anya Taylor-Joy when she plays like a corpse in a movie. You know what I mean?
have to deliver this to the 7th king who loved tulips or whatever.
You know what it is really?
Yeah.
And this is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I think I had a thing. I was like, oh, I can go like do like purple or blue or whatever. Like that's not that crazy to me because I'm like, it's weird. And I'm like,
Yeah.
weird works. But blonde is like, oh, it's like a pretty, not that blonde is pretty, but like any like natural hair color. I'm like, oh, you're like trying to look pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, well, then I'd look stupid. People would be like, that's stupid. Why'd you, it's like trying to do a backflip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do it just to prove to myself
Okay.
that I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm for this.
Yeah.
Thank
do
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Be an
Thank you.
extra dimension
Thank
to
you
your
for your
bits.
support, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
What's the craziest hair decision you've ever made?
Mm,
Man.
you know, I think anytime I went super, honestly, it's that like I've stopped going to Dominican barbershops because they don't listen. And
They kinda don't.
hate curly hair. They hate curly hair.
I go to a Dominican barber, but they kind of don't listen. And
they
every
put
time I
their
leave,
vision on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always whatever Raphael wants.
Right.
It's not what I want.
Where do you go?
I go to this Trinidadian guy, Vernon his hair,
Yeah.
which is it's a great place. I love him.
Yeah.
And
I love you, Vernon.
Vernon's the man, dude. We get along absolutely. He feels it, but I also feel like because they would just like nuke my hair. They'd be like, no, you don't want that.
You're coming back pretty short sometimes. It didn't look bad, but I remember you being like, it's pretty short, isn't it? I was like, it's pretty
I felt
short.
defeated. I felt like they took away my power. Away
Like
from
when
me.
they shave a dog and you're like, oh, he looks cold.
That's exactly what I felt like. So I just would
funny.
look like this fucking cue ball, and like also you gotta have a real slim face if you're getting the ball. Like
Yeah.
your face
I would
looks
go
fat.
short hair if I was skinny in a heartbeat, dude. That shit
Yeah.
is cute, but it's like when it's suctioned onto your face, you're like,
Yeah, you can't.
you're like,
It just
you're like,
looks
this is my face.
yeah.
It's like someone gave a cue ball a fate.
Yeah, right,
and I
yeah.
don't love. Yeah. So that was anytime short hair. I didn't like that. What about you?
I've never gone with any. See, I didn't start like growing my hair out until like 2016, 17 or something like that. Like I always had like just a 1.5 all over. I would literally sit down and be like, cut my fucking hair. Like that's it. Like I had that for the long, no fade, nothing.
Nothing.
It was just swagless head.
Yeah.
It was just
Swagless head.
So like, it wasn't
the name of your first special,
right. Yeah.
Swagless head.
Yeah, it wasn't
Absolutely.
until it wasn't until like living in New York for a little bit and being around like other like comics and style and shit that I was like, okay, I need to like figure this out.
You
That
get
really
away with that
does-
in North Carolina. North
Yeah,
Carolina
North
having
Carolina.
no style.
Ain't
kind
nobody
of
got
is
no
the stuff.
fucking style in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yes, that is why I was down there wearing Hawaiian t-shirts and big like
Yeah.
Woody Allen glasses
looking at
and
you
being
either.
like, this is fine.
Yeah.
Right.
And here now I'm like, oh, I'm fucking on Ozempic. I'm dyeing my hair blonde.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this place will break your fucking brain.
What do you
Yeah,
think? Yeah, I'm going once a week. I'm addicted to the fade.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I forget how often guys have to get their hair
We
cut.
have to get. That's the thing. Like women will talk about. I spent $500 on my fucking hair. It's like, yeah, so did I.
Yeah, and
So
in
did I.
installments.
I did it over like you
Yeah.
get it every 6 months. I'm doing it every week. It equals
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, totally.
That is a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Especially
I
if
was
you
like,
get any sort of because then it's like it is noticeable when if you just stop.
Yeah, dude. Once
Yeah,
it once
get
it
that.
hits
oh,
like
2
10
different
days,
New Yorks.
once it- yeah. Yeah.
No, it's because if you get it
Every
if
week?
you get it lined up, it starts growing in.
Yeah. If you after like 10 days, it's like, all right, fuck, I'm starting to look
They
raggedy
can
again.
they can actually see like when I lost my job.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh, Kenyon's
Right.
fucking down bad,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He didn't sell any tickets in Des Moines,
Right,
and now
yeah.
he's running around.
Legit.
His hair-
Yeah.
It's like, Kenyon, there's a star in the back of your head that's growing in.
Yeah.
Looks like the ruins of a civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah. Once every week or two, you know.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, two is like, I used to be a 2 guy, but
Yeah.
then once you get on the 1, you're like, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a payday haircut. Like,
Right,
as soon as you get money,
Yeah.
kind of like,
And it depends. Like some people, it's like, all right, like Dominican barbershop, $30, so 35 after it's all said and done. So
Yeah.
other places be like, no, it's 60. It depends on what your barber is.
Damn.
So it's like, all right, yeah, like I could be paying $200 a month or whatever, just to look fresh.
just to stay,
You know?
just to be
Wow.
in the ranks.
Yeah.
But it does kind of, yeah, I guess it does kind of equal out because like I go to some girls in Bushwick who are like really good, and it's like a few hundred for a
Yeah.
full, if you have long hair for like a full haircut. But then yeah, I go like once a year maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I feel like you're gonna look like the Midsummer girl.
like
Midsommar. or
Oh,
whatever. Like
Florence Pugh?
Yeah, that one girl that they put all the flowers on her
Florence
head. and she's,
Pugh.
like,
Yeah.
sacrificed at the end.
No, don't tell me.
I think that's.
I still haven't seen
Oh really?
yeah,
No way, really?
I Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but no,
Yeah.
I figured that's the whole point. I've seen the meme of her with the flowers on her hair.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
think
okay.
that's Maddie
I
with
know.
blonde hair to me.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of like Norwegian.
That's actually not even
villagers.
entirely what happened. It's actually you haven't been fully spoiled
I
because
still need to watch it.
we'll debrief afterwards.
Yeah.
But it becomes more complicated than that.
Totally,
In
yeah.
the it's so good.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh is, man,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I like some Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
But
Hats
she's
off.
like a sweetie pie.
yeah, she's really cute. And her
Yeah.
little frown.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even do it.
Yeah. She gets all upset. Yeah. No, I like her.
She's so cute when she gets upset.
Yeah.
You look like you say that to a phone
I am
once a
not
day.
that person though. Jesus, dude. When somebody's upset, I'm like, oh no. Like I'm like, fuck. I freak out.
Yeah, when people are in relationships and they're like, we fought, I'm like, I understand conflict is necessary,
Yeah.
but I've never been in a relationship where we've like yelled at each other.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy to me. But I guess I also grew up where it's like my parents wouldn't yell at me. Like to me, if someone's yelling at me, I'd be like, something has gone horribly wrong. Yeah.
I feel like that's just part of life.
No.
That's just how
you
human
have
beings
deaf
communicate.
parents. You
Well,
have
my
to
dad,
yell
my
at
dad
them.
could hear, but he was like also like, so yeah, a lot of yelling going on.
No.
Latino people, they yell a lot. There's a lot of emotions, so I don't feel like it's that toxic. First
No,
relationship,
it
a lot
is.
of
I will
stuff,
say it's
yeah.
different if people are arguing and it's in good spirits. Like I've been in like dinner conversations with family where we're like yelling and talking over me, like, no, that doesn't make any sense because it would have to be this and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's fine. But someone being like, I'm mad at you and I'm yelling
Your
is
mom's never been like, this place is too dirty, and just got mad.
no. I mean, I've been yelled at when it was like a really serious fight.
But I feel like
But
that-
just
I feel
casually
I feel
as a way of
that's
interacting?
The wasp thing, it's like, this is a big deal, so I'm gonna show emotion. It's like any emotion is like the fire extinguisher, like break in case of like the craziest
so
thing.
funny.
Like,
But
most
it is-
people are just sort of loud and expressive.
No, and it's true. The Jewish side of my family is much more like loud, expressive,
Yeah.
debating,
Yeah,
talking over
every
each other.
Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, someone's about to be like head is about
Hilarious.
to explode over like a
A
parking
receipt,
issue.
yeah. But it's like,
Yeah.
but it's like it's in fun. It's not
Yeah.
like if a partner to me was like, hey, why didn't you weren't you gonna do this thing? I would be like, slow your fucking roll, dude. Like that is one thing where I'd be like,
Yeah.
that freaks me out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
If someone's yelling at me mad, that's like crazy to me. I
Yeah.
mean, we're yelling all the time,
Yeah.
but we're having a good time.
Yeah, we're not
mad at the
upset.
world.
I'm very anger being yelled at to me. I'm not like scared about. That's actually pretty used to that sort of environment. Also, shitty jobs, parents, disappointed girlfriend. I'm very used to the tone of like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you here? You know what I mean? That's a very arguably someone being nice to me and asking me about my day is a weird experience.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Like this is a real. This is a real split on the pod.
That's crazy. Yo, how long you been with this girl?
Listen, like 4 or 5 months.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She's really cool.
Yeah.
We were all in Houston together.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Was
Yeah.
it
She's a New Yorker though, so she does have a fierce intensity.
like born and raised?
From Long Island, but she's lived here
Oh,
for like 20
shit.
years.
Okay.
So, but she never yelled at me. But she's yelling at life for sure. Like
Oh,
stuff- yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually couldn't ever love someone who wasn't like,
yeah, like
hey, what the
parking
fuck is
tickets
going
or, like,
on?
getting mad
Yeah.
about which I prefer that over like, just like someone who just keeps it all in. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then I'm like, what the fuck's your deal?
But sometimes there's people you think are keeping it all in, and then you really dig, and you're like, you're not hiding anything. This is just all you got.
Yeah.
Which is, God, isn't that anticlimactic?
It's so weird.
Can be. But I don't know. I'm pretty calm.
Yeah.
But I'll
you
freak out
figured
over
it
little
out,
things.
though.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you seem like grounded. You seem like
Yeah.
you figured all this
I'm
stuff
pretty
out.
grounded. There's other
Yeah.
things. I mean, I still have my hang-ups
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm.
But I'm not a fucking mess.
No.
I've never been one of those mess comedians.
No.
Like, you know?
You've always been together.
Where it's like, isn't it funny how falling apart I am?
Yeah, I'm like,
I
get
think-
your fucking shit together.
I used to
Like,
think
it's
that
not
was
cute.
cool, and then
Yeah.
you realize it's not sustainable. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that would like make me so depressed. Because like a lot of my act right now is like, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, blah blah blah, and it's like a lot of like jokes on me,
Yeah.
which is like fine. That's like a part of life I've been in. But I was like, oh, if I was doing that for the next 50 years,
Yeah.
and if I was keeping my life a mess so that I could,
Yeah.
that's like so depressing.
Yeah, like when I hear like, comments, it's like, look, there's different versions of comedy, whatever works for you is great, and I can understand like certain things, being funny, whatever. But like when I hear like a comment that's like constantly like, and then I crashed out, and then I fucked up, and then I did this, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
You know what's
Like,
crazy about
after-
that type of comic too, where it's like when they're like, oh, if I'm not if my life's not fucked up, then maybe I won't be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're saying you're a prop comic,
Yeah.
and your prop is your shitty life.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we took that away, you wouldn't know how to like talk about the world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's fun to make fun of yourself. I'm not against
Yeah,
that, but when people are like almost manufacturing it
Yeah.
to the
Totally.
detriment of
Yeah.
their self, it's like thinking that's the only way to.
Yeah, when you think it's the only way, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, I feel like you develop that sense of humor to be like, isn't this crazy?
Right, yeah. It's a
Or
coping
just-
mechanism. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all doing coping mechanisms,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
I've had to accept the fact that I was like, okay, that's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to do that. Like,
Well,
I don't
also,
live my
I don't
life
think that's
that
your
way.
personality.
That's not
Yeah.
my personality. That's not
Yeah.
the way I live. Like, even like to a certain degree of self-deprecation, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not.
You're not that guy.
I'm not
You're
that
like, I
fucking
pay
mess.
too much for fades to be that guy. I'm out here looking too fresh and working out too much to hate myself. I better not, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
spent $2,000.
I'm
I'm
like,
keeping that.
yeah, I'm like trying to have a good life.
You
here.
imagine? You imagine leasing a Lexus and be like, this car sucks. You're like,
Yeah.
no, I put so much time into
Right,
this
yeah.
together.
Yeah, I bought this so I could drive around and make fun of you.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to put other
yeah,
stuff.
It's like I want to keep people in my life and shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to do comedy that still makes me able to be loved.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, it's like I had too much of just disarray in my first 5 to 15 years of life. That I'm like,
Yeah, done.
you know?
I do love one of those mess comedians. It'd be great, like
Yeah.
little blurb. It's like Kenyon's new special. One of those mess comedians.
Yeah.
Jordan Fisher.
One of those mess comedians.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's what I'm gonna start saying to people. Oh, you one of them mess comedians.
that's like such an unk take. That's such a from the back of the room. You're one of the mess
It's like, you one
comedians.
of them mess comedians. Bro. Get your shit together. Do your taxes.
Yeah, talk about your roommates and how you can't afford
Go
it.
make your bed.
Oh, it's so
Floss.
That's such a
yeah.
There's so many comments you could heckle by being like, floss.
Yeah. Floss.
See if that fixes it.
Do your morning pages. Get it out.
Oh shit, dude, this is a fucking great episode. Thank you so much for being on. Anything projects you want to plug right now, or where can people find you?
Oh yeah, Jourdain Fisher, JourdainFisher. That's on like Instagram. Just go there, man. All the links are on there. You'll see me. I do a character on there called Gangster Chef. People like that shit. So watch the stand-up clips. Watch me cook. I have a podcast with Antonio Kareem called Brand New Homies. We have
Hilarious
a lot of fun on
guy.
there. We're just shooting the shit just like this show right here. So yeah, enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Check out Jordan. He's the fucking best. I'm on Instagram at Maddie T Wiener. I got road dates coming up in like I want to say like Rhode Island this Friday, West Virginia. I don't know exactly when this is coming out, but Punch Up Live in my Instagram bio. They're all there, and you can sign up to find out when I'm coming to your city.
Yeah, Kenyon Comedy on Instagram, and check out Post Moves every single Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And patreon.com/phone is in the bag. We'll see you over there. Bye.